All right, welcome back to the channel. So, Mike Tyson says that he will always hate Floyd Mayweather. He will never like Floyd Mayweather. And basically, he's saying he will never like Floyd Mayweather until the day he died. I'm just emphasizing. So, I'm definitely going to break this down to y'all. Let's talk about it in this video. King Jr. got another video for y'all. Please share that you like and subscribe to the channel. And also, share the video to get all your latest boxing news. And be sure to hit that bell icon to always stay notified as soon as I release the news and when it comes out. So, with that being said, guys, let's get into this. Mike Tyson, Iron Mike Tyson, says that he will never like Floyd Mayweather. He can't stand Floyd Mayweather, and he has a major disdain of Floyd Mayweather. And here's my take on the whole situation. This ain't no surprise to me, because Mike Tyson, the same energy he's giving Floyd Mayweather, he has that same energy for Wilder. He was always discrediting Wilder, saying Wilder ain't skilled, Tyson Fury's the better boxer, Tyson's gonna lose, Wilder, Fury's going to beat the crap out of Wilder, basically. So he has a disdain to certain type of fighters and stuff like that, and he has a major disdain to Floyd Mayweather. And if you guys don't know about 50 Cent, 50 Cent is basically Floyd Mayweather's best friend and stuff like that. And 50 Cent was telling a little bit of a backstory about how Mike Tyson just simply don't like Floyd Mayweather. And a lot of people remember Floyd was on his way to going to jail due to some time, I believe, involved with some girls or whatever the case may be. And he was, after the fight, they carried him off to jail and stuff like that. And apparently Mike Tyson was there, and he ran into Floyd, and he seen Floyd. I think he turned the other way. I'm trying to backtrack the story on what 50 Cent was telling. And he bust through the doors like a crazy person. And when Floyd was walking off, whatever the case may be, walking away from the scene and stuff like that, the building, whatever you want to call it, Mike Tyson basically, talked to 50 Cent a little bit about it, says, I really cannot stand Floyd Mayweather. I do not like Floyd Mayweather at all. He just kept saying it. Then 50 Cent said he went to his truck and he aggressively swerved off the road and stopped on the side of the street, whatever the case may be. And also, he says that every time, I'm backtracking a little bit, every time that Floyd would come on TV, he was hoping and praying that he would lose, and every time he did win, Mike Tyson would just simply break his TV. So if you guys don't know the reason why Mike Tyson hates Floyd Mayweather so much, it came to a conversation where Floyd Mayweather was talking about how he was better than Muhammad Ali. I have no dispute about that. I might have to turn some heads when I say this. You guys might have to majorly disagree with me, but you have to understand where I'm coming from, okay? I grew up in a modern era of the modern century, okay? I wasn't born in the 80s, the 90s, or the 70s. I was born in the early 2000s. So, in my opinion, when I was younger, I watched a little bit of Floyd Mayweather. I was a little bit interested. I didn't know who the guy was. And Floyd Mayweather was a very good boxer to me. I always respected and always liked Floyd Mayweather. And I always watched Floyd Mayweather ever since I was in middle school and all the way up to high school and stuff like that. And Mike Tyson has a disdain that Floyd is better than Muhammad Ali. In my opinion, Muhammad Ali was the greatest. I did watch past highlight clips of him. He was very good, a very, very great boxer puncher. But if we want to talk skill for skill, right? I feel like Floyd Mayweather is better than Muhammad Ali skill for skill, because Floyd Mayweather is the complete package of any type of fighter. He's like a my player fighter from NBA 2K. He's overall 100. You just simply can't outclass him in this scenario and that scenario. Yes, Floyd Mayweather has made mistakes early in his career, but Floyd Mayweather's ring IQ is immediately off the charts, unworldly like. Okay, it's somewhat similar what Jerron Ennis could be in a couple years, right? And skill for skill, I think Floyd Mayweather is better than Muhammad Ali. I'm not discrediting Muhammad Ali. I think Muhammad Ali was great in his time. He was great in his era. No doubt, Muhammad Ali was the best in the world in his era. But in a modern era, in a modern sense, if you put him in the ring pound for pound, which means that if these guys was the same weight class, I would pick Floyd Mayweather over Muhammad Ali because of the skill and stuff like that. Just like a lot of people like to bring up that Sugar Ray Leonard would have beaten Floyd Mayweather in his prime. I have to majorly disagree. I don't think Sugar Ray Leonard would have beaten. Yes, he beat Roger Mayweather, but I don't think he would have beaten Floyd, because I think Sugar Ray Leonard, you know, even though when he fought Roger Mayweather, he was still having troubles making an adjustment to a shoulder roll, but he wasn't there with a master class boxer with a whole bunch of skill to do that. And I think simply Floyd Mayweather would have beaten Sugar Ray Leonard. I can definitely break that down on why I think he could beat Sugar Ray Leonard, but that's just a whole nother video in one other time, whatever the case may be. But I understand why Floyd say he's better than Muhammad Ali, because I have to give Floyd his credit. He retired 50-0. He never lost. He fought 16 world champions. He fought the best of the best. Everybody that lined in front of Floyd, he fought them all. And, you know, I have to respect Floyd at the end of the day. So I will pick Floyd over Muhammad Ali because of my sense, because I grew up early stages of Floyd Mayweather, so I would think that way. But Mike Tyson just simply doesn't like Floyd Mayweather. He just has a major disdain for Floyd Mayweather. There was a scenario where Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather was at the WBC convention or something where they was giving out belts and stuff like that, and the video went viral, and it was an attempt where Mike Tyson was going to hit Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd Mayweather didn't even flinch. It's like Floyd's not scared of Mike Tyson, and I feel like Mike Tyson, in my opinion, wish that he was the fighter that Floyd Mayweather is. I truly believe that Mike Tyson wish he was Floyd Mayweather, and it's sad to see that Mike Tyson, a legend, is hating on another black person, just like he hating on a black person within the Deontay Wilder and stuff like that. I don't understand why these fighters have so much criticism and disdain for black on black. It makes absolutely no sense. It would be best to break bread with black, white, any type of fighter. It's best to break bread with every type of fighter, every type of race, you know, because at the end of the day, like Floyd Mayweather says, legacy doesn't feed your family, money feeds your family at the end of the day. And I don't understand why Mike Tyson have a disdain for Floyd Mayweather. Obviously, he does have somewhat of respect for Floyd Mayweather, but to this day, he still doesn't like Floyd Mayweather. I don't know why. And I believe it was that scenario when Floyd Mayweather says he's better than Muhammad Ali. And I have to agree with Floyd Mayweather. I think he is better than Muhammad Ali skill for skill. And I do think he would be better than Muhammad Ali pound for pound if they was the same size. Because you have to think about it. Floyd Mayweather, you know, it's just like I said, he's like a My Player character. It's like you have all the tools in the world. Like you have 100% shooting, 100% speed, 100% everything. And Floyd Mayweather was just that fighter. And I have no problem if you guys say Muhammad Ali is better than Floyd Mayweather and think that I don't know what I'm talking about. But skill for skill, I think Floyd Mayweather is better. And I didn't watch Muhammad Ali too much because I didn't grow up around that time. I grew up around a different type of time. Even though I got into boxing when I was a little bit younger, but I understand it and I know what boxing is about, and I'm still learning today about these fighters, these older fighters and these newer fighters, and try to see what was the difference back then and today. And I just think that Floyd Mayweather is great, but I don't understand why Mike Tyson has a disdain. I would never know. Maybe it's something personal. Maybe you know, it's deeper than just Floyd Mayweather saying he's better than Muhammad Ali. I don't know whatever the case may be, but Mike Tyson, you have to stop being a hater. Because what you said about Deontay Wilder, I have a disdain towards you. You know, I think you were a great fighter, but I did not like the disrespect that you did Deontay Wilder. You never gave that man credit. You always said that man wasn't skilled. So I feel like that you just, in my opinion, if we want to talk real boxing, if Deontay Wilder was in your era, Don King would keep you far as away from Deontay Wilder as possible. He'll probably throw you in there, but you wouldn't even last 6 rounds with Deontay Wilder, in my opinion, because Deontay Wilder has God-gifted power, and it only takes one punch to end your career. So that's what I truly believe. So with that being said, guys, Mike Tyson is a complete hater of Floyd Mayweather. He doesn't like Floyd. He doesn't respect Floyd. He might respect him a little bit, but I don't know. I don't know why he has a major disdain for Floyd. But this is to show you that we got to stop degrading black people on black people and come together as one and break bread with each other and help other black people get to success. And it makes no sense to downgrade black on black. That's just my opinion at the end of the day. With that being said, guys, it is what it is. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. This is your boy King Jr. I'm out of here. Peace.